So last week I saw two different things that were related to doing lookups with letters. The first one was an article by Tom on his website. Here it is. We're basically trying to bin a letter, and he's not using the vlookup, he's using the lookup function, which isn't that common. So the lookup is always true. See, there's not even an argument over here to say true or false, closest match or exact match. But what he's doing is this part right in here, the left of A5, and pull one value. That's pulling the F of this name here. And then it's trying to bin the F within each two pairs of numbers. So it looks in between the A and the E. Is it there? Between the E and the I, and all the way through. So of course the F is found between the E and the I, which is the second pair, so we get a 2 as our answer. And of course here we see a 2. The L is a 3 because that is in the third pair of numbers. This is very, very interesting. As well, these are both array constants. Both of the second argument and the third argument are array constants. Very rare, but it in fact does work. Little dangerous though. Now, and then of course, the other thing that happened was I saw a GPA, grade point average tracker, and the answers weren't consistent. So I checked with Oz, and then later on sent an email to Bill. So let's take a look here and go through all the different possibilities, because there are several of them. Step one, let's keep in mind that we only use the closest match, which is the true parameter, when both of these things are true. A, not all values are found, as in Tom's article, and B, the values have to be sorted. So it has to be, if we go back to Tom's article here, they have to be in the correct order. So A, E, I, M, Q, and then a U. Those have to be always going further into the alphabet for it to work. Okay, so now let's look at these examples. Oh yeah, step two here. What is the best option? If in some cases they both work, well, we should always use exact match if they both work. What's the best way to avoid errors? And step three, well, what's the proof that it's actually in order if we're going to do the binning with letters? So that's also very important because that can get changed very easily. So let's look at the first one here. We have all values are found. So we have our drop down, all these different letters. All the values are found in here, and these are in order. So here I have a column that says in order, and it goes 1 through 7, so it says yes. This formula is double checking, and it says yes, they're in order. So in this case, they both work. We have check marks here. We have the exact match, we have the closest match over here. Both of them work. Only the false is really necessary. That's the best way for this not to get messed up. What if someone sorts these guys? Then the second one here might not work properly. So let's double check. If you really want to be careful in spreadsheets, we're just going to go A, they both match, both check marks. B, C, we'll quickly go through here, but all of these are going to give the same answer, which is the correct answer. All the way through. Let's just check the last one. Okay, perfect. Now, let's go to the next one. All values are found, so everything that we're looking for is also in here, but they're not, in this case, they're not in order. So I've got my little formula to check the order. They're not all in order. So here we see we have an F, and in this case, the 42 is found. The F is right there. The answer is 42. But if we use the true, it's giving us an incorrect answer. So here we have that's wrong and it's danger. Let's try all of them. Let's go to the top. C is correct for the exact match, but it's wrong for the closest match, which is the true. F is correct for the first one, good, and then it's wrong for the second one. E, wow, look at that. So E is correct for the exact match, but not for when we're using the true. Now, just because of the binary thing, and you'd have to go to an article if you click this, Mr. Excel has a really good YouTube video about the binary search when you use the true. But the B actually works. So what if you were to select B and you didn't even check anything else because they both have the same answer? Let's check the next one. D, they're the same. G, they're the same. And the letter A. Ah, look at that, it can't find it. So in this case, because everything that we want to look for is found in here, there's no need to use the second one, to use this one at all, our true or closest match. you would always go with the false every single time. All right, let's go down to the next one. Now we're getting into a situation where, look at the letters here. They're not just letters, but we've added sort of the academic order with a plus minus. So these guys are changing it all around on us. All values are found. If we go in here, everything that we're looking for in our list is also in our lookup table, but they're not in order. So here it says no, they're not in order, and this is the order, and it's not in the correct order. So if you look at the false, that's correct. But in this case, it's getting the correct answer. Let's flip through these and see what happens. The B plus is 42. That's correct. This is wrong. So it's wrong over here. Let's see a couple more of them. The B is supposed to be 23. That's correct for the exact match, but the closest match, it's wrong. So B minus, it just happens to be, that's the binary thing again. Watch Mr. Excel's video. This is wrong. That is correct. So that inconsistent results. Wow. Let's go back to one that is incorrect just to stay on that, just to prove it. The B plus, the exact match finds it. 42 is the correct answer. But here, let's just double check to make sure I didn't make a mistake. We're looking for F82 in that range. In here, the answer is supposed to be from over there. B plus should be 42, and it's giving us 33. So always use this one, which is our exact match. Okay, let's go to another one. Academic order has plus minus. All values are found, and it's in the correct order. Now you look at this, well, of course, from an academic standpoint, it doesn't look like it's in the correct order, because it should say A, B plus, B, B minus. But in this case, it is in order. So if we were to do this and say, okay, we have two ways to do it. We have everything that we need to find. All these guys are actually in this list. So just use the exact match, or that's the false, or it could be, you could use a 0 as well. But at first they're both giving the same answer. Let's go to the B, the same answer. B minus, still the same answer. B plus, still the same answer. That's because they are in order. So all of these are going to be the same. This is that rare case, C minus, C plus. Look at that. Every single item we pick, both of them are the same, only because all values are found and they're in the same order. So, I mean, still though, you should just use this one. Really should use this. If everything is going to be there, do the exact match and you have nothing to worry about. What if someone comes and changes this to make it look like the academic order where it's A and then a B plus, B, B minus, like that? Okay, so now let's go down to the last one. Academic order, there's no plus or minus. Not all values found, and they are in order. So this is an interesting one. If we pick A, it's going to find it. Both of them work. If we pick B, B's not in the list. So this one won't work. Our exact match is never going to work. If we pick a D, it's still not going to work. But the one below does work, because now this is very similar to what Tom was doing. It's finding it. Because it looks in between the first two letters, doesn't find it, but it finds it in between the next two letters, so we get the 33. So an E should also give us a 33, as will an F. So F works. Yeah, now that we hit the F, we get the 23 because it's right on the F. So C, D, and E should be 33. Let's just check that. C, D, for the bottom one, of course. C is 33, D is 33, and E is 33. Perfect. Yeah, this one will only work if we're picking A, C, or F. Last but not least, let's look at Tom's formula. Now, I had to take the vlookup and change it into a lookup function. So I'll just show you how I did that. Take this whole thing, copy it. I'm going to go to this cell, I'm going to paste it. Now I'm going to take the V out of there. I'm going to take the true and the 2 out of there as well. We don't need those. Go like this. Now I need to do one little thing here where I'm going to copy this, change this looking into C twice. I'm going to paste it, and our answer is in D. So I'm going to put D twice. Now, it's still a little bit different. So this is what he did. You go in here, you highlight this first part, you press the F9 key, and then you go to the second part, highlight that, press the F9 key. Now we're turning these ranges into array constants. Press enter. So there it is working. They are exactly the same. And then if you say, what is that formula? Show formula text. I think it's, there it is. I'll use that up above. Go like that. This is only available in Excel 2013 and above. So now we see that they are the same.